Hi everyone!
Welcome back to our YouTube channel.
So on Instagram, we asked our entire community to ask us a bunch of questions which we could answer on a YouTube video.
So this is a Q&A video. We have our questions ready right here and we're going to go through them and answer as many as we can. So let's dive right into the video. How do you make money?
Okay, so that's very simple, right?
That's very simple. We are travel content creators and lifestyle creators on Instagram and now on YouTube as well. And we make money
with brand
via
collaborations.
that.
So we do workshops, we educate, and we also do consultation. We figured multiple ways to earn and we use them.
Yeah, we like to call ourselves online business people because our business is online and on social media as well. We are digital marketing experts as well. So we wear a lot of hats and we monetize our knowledge.
Yeah. Okay, the next one. Is it good to leave a high-paying job to become a travel content creator? Wow, a tough one.
Okay, question.
Yeah, so see, the first thing is, do you really want to be a travel content creator? It's all glam, it's all cool, but are you ready to travel and share that experience constantly with your audience?
Yeah.
If you can answer that with a smile, then maybe you're on the right track. But if you're hesitant, if you just want to enjoy the vacay thing, maybe it's not the scene for you.
Yeah, so maybe just try this on the side while you have your full-time job. That way you'll be able to understand if this line of work is something that interests you or not, or is it all just glam, as Harsh said. So definitely don't just leave your high-paying job if there's no money coming your way via travel content creation. First, get your feet wet, learn the industry, learn everything. Start getting a few brand collabs. That way you'll start earning money. And once the income you earn from travel blogging equals or is almost equal to your high-paying corporate job, that is when you know that you have to decide which one you want to choose.
Yeah, that's the perfect strategy.
Okay, next question. Your zodiac signs. Okay, well, I'm an Aquarius and
And I'm a
Harsh is
Gemini.
a Gemini. What is the one thing that keeps you guys going every morning? We'll say it together at 3, okay? 1, 2, 3, each other.
Oh, damn.
How did your life change after being an influencer?
It's been a blessing. And also it's been a roller coaster. We were discussing this the other day itself.
Yeah.
Like our life is not that constant plane, you know. It's like it has its ups, it has its downs.
Yeah, but we wouldn't change anything for the world.
No.
This is the path we were meant to be on and we know it very deeply in our hearts, and maybe that's why we're so passionate about what we do and we're able to do it constantly.
Yeah, for sure. This is like the best thing that could ever happen to us.
For sure.
And we're super grateful.
How did Harsh know he loves you? Just asking because I'm confused whether I actually love someone.
Okay. So I knew that like I love Prachi since the first time I met her. So there's this feeling that comes inside your body. They talk about butterflies. It's a real thing. Every time I still look at her till date. We've been together for like 6 years now and still I get those butterflies in my body. So you will get this special sort of a feeling. I cannot describe it. It will just come from within. Your heart will start pumping harder. You might skip a beat. You will listen to some music in the background and all those things will happen when you really feel that love.
After how many followers we get a first sponsored trip? So that's different for everyone. There is no exact rule book to this. It really depends on you. Some people can do it with less than 10k followers. We got our first sponsored trip when we had 75k followers, I think. So it really depends for everyone and where you are in your journey. There is no exact roadmap ki iske baad you will get, this is the threshold you need to cross to start getting paid collabs or like sponsored trips, etc. It's really different for everyone.
Yeah, but we would ideally suggest to wait a bit. Don't right away go into the whole collaboration scene because the audience doesn't want to see that. You want to do the collab for the earning part of things.
Yeah,
but take it slow.
Which makes sense, but like take it slow. Exactly. You don't want to rush into it and just start taking everything that comes on your plate, because then the advice you give might not be so trustworthy by your audience because you're just doing it for the money. So don't just rush into it and take your time, evaluate your options and then go for it. Who takes your couple photos on vacation? Do you have a team? No, we do not have a team. We've never traveled with a team except for that one project we were shooting for Amazon for the Diwali project. But besides that, we've never traveled with a team. It's just been the two of us and we click our own pictures via a tripod and a Bluetooth clicker. Yeah,
it might seem like magic, but it's pretty simple. We're doing it right now.
Yeah, like the camera's on the tripod and we're talking to you guys. Similarly, we just keep the camera on a tripod whenever we're traveling and we take our photos and reels just like that. Tips for a 20-year-old for success. Tip number 1, Don't rush it. You're only 20. You have your whole life ahead of you. Your 20s are for finding yourself, for learning, for growing as a person, growing as an individual, for falling and for running. Your 20s are not meant to be to find your passion, to live your dreams and blah blah blah. It's very rare that you will do that in your 20s. People take a lot of time to figure their passions out and figure their life out. So take your time. There is no rush. Don't be so hard on yourself. Spend time, spend money, spend your energy in bettering yourself and growing, and then success will come to you.
Couldn't have said it better.
@hooligan_Buddha, our very dear friend Vishal Gandeti, asked us, in how many different ways has Harsh said I love you to Prachi?
It's a very interesting question. Okay, one is the obvious way where I go, I love you.
I love you too.
The next one is by gestures on a daily, which I do kind of unknowingly, and sometimes I'm trying to make this whole thing happen. So like little romantic gestures,
Yeah.
flowers, bouquets, once in a while gifts.
I'll answer this better.
Yeah.
Every time he brings me breakfast, every time he wakes me up in the morning, every time he asks me if I'm hungry, etc., are all the ways he says I love you too. How much money did you save before quitting your regular jobs? So the thing is, we did not have regular jobs per se, because even before we started travel content creation, we were working for ourselves and not for a company. Harsh had started his own digital marketing agency, and we had clients on board who we were handling the social media ads, SEO, SEM, all of that for. So we weren't working for someone else, we were actually just working for ourselves and our clients. So we did not have to save a certain amount of money to quit the job and then start this. We were actually doing it side by side. So we were doing our digital marketing work, and we were also doing travel content creation. With the money we earned from the digital marketing work, which wasn't that much, by the way. If you're interested, we were earning like 25,000 per month.
Yeah.
Per person.
Very basic amount.
Basic amount for like any other person who's also earning very basic in their lives.
But the best part was we were location independent.
Can you talk about budgeting and how you started traveling initially when you didn't have enough money? Also about the sustainability of your careers as travel bloggers and how you dealt with the pandemic. So just as we were saying, we worked for our own company, so whatever money we were making, we were putting it into travel and vice versa. Less than a year after the pandemic, we started traveling. Like the pandemic started in March of 2020, and we started traveling in December of 2020.
The first international
Trip to Dubai. Yeah.
Everyone has a different budget. What we understood is we have a certain amount saved up. In that much amount, which trip could we really make? So we went to Goa. It made the most sense to us, and similarly it could be for you as well. Like think of the budget, think of how much money you have saved, and think of which location you could go to. That is your first trip.
Yeah.
So don't go like you have to go to some certain specific location. Just try to understand what works with you.
Yeah, so we weren't making very lavish trips. We were just going to Goa. We went to
The Valley of Flowers.
We went to Uttarakhand, Dehradun. We did very basic trips that we could get done in a lower budget because we didn't have the money. And also, how did we make Dubai happen? That was because we got engaged and we got a lot of gifts. So we used all of that to go to Dubai. That's how we went to Dubai.
It's not like we had this huge chunk of money. It was like gifts really helped us.
Yeah.
Thank you, family members.
Thank you, family members, for supporting our
family
dreams.
and friends, yes.
So yeah, that's how we started. And how did we... The sustainability of our careers. Okay. Now to tell you about the sustainability of our careers, we're constantly shocked and scared about what's going to happen in the future because we don't know. Like social media and digital marketing, all of this is very recent and is just taking off. The internet is also so like less than 20-25 years old. So we're all very in the nascent stage and nobody knows how the future is going to look like. But we're hoping that if we keep providing consistent value and if we build a community over the long term, this will help us.
It's completely a long-term game. We always think about 5 years down the line. If we continuously keep doing this, what are the benefits we can have? It is a roller coaster. We're not telling you that it's going to be
it's
like
the best thing in the world and this is the career to have. No, this is highly taxing, mentally taxing, physically taxing. It takes a toll on your body and your state of being. You get cut off from your friends and family because you don't see them as much. You focus only on work because it doesn't end after 5 p.m. It keeps on going 24/7. But again, we wouldn't change this for the world because this is how we were built to function, I feel.
So that's what we're chasing dreams 24/7.
Yeah. Do you guys ever fight? Does it get to the point that you think I am out?
One thing I really love about our relationship is
we don't fight.
We don't fight, we communicate. So yeah, there are some times that we don't agree on things. That's normal, right?
And we have disagreements. It's normal. But we don't fight, like get angry and start throwing things because that's just not how we communicate. We are very chill. We always hug it out. And even if we have disagreements, like I'm going to be sitting in his lap and we're going to be talking like this, and I'm going to be like, I did not like it when you said that. And he's like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry. So we have very chill disagreements. It's not that common for people to hear that a couple who spends so much time together, who's married, who works together 24/7, is together, stuck at the hip, doesn't fight. I know that's rare, but that's why touch wood. If you both ever decide to have a child, then how will you manage traveling? Asking for myself. Why don't people who have children travel? Like, don't they take them out traveling on vacations?
They do. I think at a younger age it might be difficult. When
Yeah, like when they're
years.
just 1 or 2 years old, I understand that. But once they like can stand on their feet and they can walk and talk, we're bouncing.
Yeah.
We're taking them everywhere we can.
And also we have been on so many trips and we see so many families, like young families with their young kids.
Yeah,
And
it's so adorable.
Yeah. And I think it's pretty cool. I don't think that's going to stop anything.
Yeah, I answered this question on Instagram also a few days back, which is like, I don't think we're ever going to stop traveling, at least for leisure. Maybe it might not be a career 10-15 years down the line. We'll find some other thing to do that's bringing us money, or we won't have to work to bring us money if we figure our finances out right now. But we definitely do not want to stop traveling for leisure. We do have kids, and if we have kids, we will spoil them. For Prachi, what made you decide to get married so early? Weren't you scared? Also, you both look great. Alright. I know we technically got married early for this generation because nobody gets married at 24 anymore. Maybe our parents got married at 24 and younger, but nobody does that anymore. And also there's this perception people have about marriage being a jail, which I've never understood. It's the most freeing thing in my life, and Harsh's. I don't want to put words into his mouth,
No,
but
true.
I know. We knew we wanted to get married because we couldn't imagine life without each other, and we were ready. So that's how I decided to get married when I did. If I wasn't ready, I wouldn't have gotten married. If I was ready earlier at 21, I would have gotten married at 21. Who knows? Somebody asked, how do you dress or plan outfits according to the place? I've never really broken that down in my head in terms of like steps, because it just comes so naturally to me. I was just like a born fashionista. If you see my childhood photos, my mom used to dress me in the best clothes ever, and she was a designer, so she used to make me those clothes. She still makes me some of my clothes, and it's been ingrained in me since I was a child. Be bob while dressing, so I just have this natural knack for figuring out outfits and what looks good and what doesn't. And I style Harsh now as well. He doesn't let me spend much on him because he's just like, I just need a black t-shirt and black pants, and
That
I'm
works,
done.
right? It works.
Yeah, it works, but doesn't really. But I've started to style him, and now you'll see him in this
very
purple t-shirt with like blue chinos and blue shoes, and it's all with symphonies. Camera using for vlogs, mobile, etc. Please mention it also. The thing is, we just use a mobile phone, which is the iPhone 13 Pro. I know it's a very expensive phone, and we weren't using it forever. We actually started using the iPhone 11 and the iPhone X, the previous versions when we were doing it. So whichever phone you have, just start. How do you handle negative comments specifically from friends or family, and any advice on that?
So I think we've been very blessed that our friends and family have been supportive of us in this entire journey.
Since the beginning, we didn't have to deal with negative comments or sly comments even. They've been supportive. Even if they didn't understand what it was, they gave us the space to figure it out, and now they're more than happy for us. So we haven't had that situation, but we have had people online comment mean things and give hate for unnecessary reasons, and sometimes it gets to me particularly more than Harsh. He's just able to turn a blind eye, but it just gets to me sometimes, so I might retaliate. But now I figured that it's not like I shouldn't give haters and like people who have the time to leave mean comments any time of my day, because it's just not worth it. So I've started to ignore stuff. Please share some tips for newbie travel bloggers to grow their Instagram profile.
You don't focus on growing your Instagram profile. That's the first tip. Focus on providing good value.
Yeah, like figure out what separates you from everyone else, because there are tons of travel bloggers and creators online now. Yeah, just hone in your quality and keep getting better. Focus on like putting out the best content or the perfect content, because that's not gonna happen. It's only gonna happen once you start practicing and being consistent. Eventually you will get better. So don't be too hard on yourself. Start somewhere and be consistent.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever done breakup patch up? No.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet and first kiss? We met in college. Our first kiss was not in college because that's not allowed. It was outside college. It wasn't outside college.
It was
It was in the car, yeah.
that day.
Oh.
So much went down
So
that
much.
day.
Okay, last question. How do you compliment each other? Appreciate each other for the little things. We
So important.
always call each other hot and cute and pretty and beautiful and handsome.
We just support each other in the smallest way possible, right?
Yeah.
She wants to do something, I want to do something. We make sure that we motivate them a little by little so that they keep doing it.
Apart from that, we're very different. We are like almost opposite. He's like an extrovert, I'm an introvert. He likes going out, I like staying in. He likes watching movies at night and falling asleep. I like watching movies till the end and not falling asleep. So we're very different in those ways. But then we complement each other in the sense that the things I lack, he provides. The things he lacks, I provide.
Perfect fit.
Perfect fit, yeah. So yeah, I guess that's it.
That's it. We answered.
We
everything
answered
good,
as many questions as we could. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and also you follow us on Instagram because that is where you find us every day.
Yeah, and also if you have any more questions, you can drop them in the comment section below. We would love to make one more video.
Absolutely. So see you next time.
Bye.